Hello everybody, welcome to our channel. Agashi here, where I do dramas, reviews, and movies, anything you guys suggest, and do my unboxing of whatever I have out there that I would like to share and show with you guys. Don't forget to hit subscribe and like. Now let's go ahead and jump into the video. Hello everybody, Agashi here. So I was so excited, at the same time I was kind of iffy if I wanted to watch this, but I ended up watching it. This drama is a Chinese drama called Everyone Loves Me, and it has a total of 24 episodes and airs Monday through Friday, one episode a day. So I was actually able to watch the first 14 episodes, and at first I was kind of iffy, but then it got so much hyped, and I've seen both Li and Zhi and other drama, but I actually never reviewed it, and I actually never finished it or stuff like that, where I kind of just went around and watched it, or by the time I got to it the drama finished airing already, so I kind of just watched it. So I wasn't fully especially for him, he was in his other drama, he was a grown-up, but for this one it really fit his age. So I was okay, let's check it out, and I am hooked. And it's short, but it's straight to the point. Everything is just straight to the point. So I don't know what's gonna happen next, but I'm looking forward to see how it's gonna turn out. But I'm gonna go over the cast synopsis and recap on the first 14 episodes with you guys. So as for our cast, we have Li Yi as Guxin, or his gaming name, Campus Hunk, and then Zhi as Yu Qilin, or her gaming name, Sticky Dough Twist. Jie Yiming as Zhang Junan, and then Melody Tang as Chang Xinyi, and then Hong Yao as Jian Yixing, and then Zhang Yu as Shu Qing, and then Lin Qigang as Wei Hang, Guang Jinjiang as Liu Tong, and then Tang Jiantai as Yi Hong. Tons of people. Her childhood sweetheart, whatever, friend, other girls, other gaming people, other staff, co-workers, all these people. So tons and tons of people. But as for our synopsis, Yi Qilin is a bubbly and outgoing gamer who has been harboring a crush on her super cute popular boy at her school, Guxin. When she gathers her courage to finally confess to him before they graduate, her heart is broken, shattered as he brutally rejects her. Poor Yu Qilin takes out her anger while playing games and rants out to her online friends, anonymous gamer friends, that she was heartbroken by Guxin. When he was supported in the first place, and he learns that he's the one who rejected her in person, of course, there's no love triangle, but gamer Guxin, who rejected her in real life, now it's okay, what is he gonna do? He has a crush on her from online playing games, but he rejected her in person. How is he gonna win her back? How is he gonna fix all of this? And is he gonna tell her the truth of who he is? But basically that's the intro of the first 10 episodes for us. But recap on the first 14 episodes. The drama starts us off at the Walter Game Design competition, where Guxin's team is highly confident of their game and best to win, and a skilled gamer named Yu Qilin, who goes by the ID of Sticky Dough Twist, comes and tests the game, wins Guxin's game easily. His team wins the competition. He is happy for him. She's happy that it was Guxin's team. We learned she has a crush on him, and she's so happy. She even came to, just to play that was because it was him, to support him. And when he learns that Sticky Dough Twist won his game, he tries to see who it is by narrowly missing Yu Qilin. However, he doesn't take the reward from Walter Game Design, because he wants to create a AAA game, and that is with the Chinese company in China, so he doesn't want to leave. So we learned that Yu Qilin, she's a designer at the company called HC Games. However, she's going to resign because she wants to focus on school. Right when HR is trying to convince her to stay, and still tell her that a developer of the 9th unit business quit, so she could probably get in there, and someone else, a new team, is gonna get funded, and then they're gonna create the next AAA game, all stuff like that. And she was just kind of no, you know. And then they were like, oh, they hired someone new, and she goes, no, I want to leave, I want to go do other things. And then right when she's getting her resignation stamp and everything, Gushin comes, and he's the new developer of the 90 business unit, and she's like, oh, my crush is here, she doesn't want to leave. But then HR already stamped her resignation letter, meaning it's been processed. So she's like, oh, I can't be in the same place with him anymore. And we flash back 2 years ago. So the student were playing game, and then Qilin ends up playing with Gushin. You know, they're playing game online. She ends up playing game with him. She wins, and then basically, you know, they meet. They're playing. Okay, there's two different sets. They meet in person playing shooting games, and then she instantly falls in love with him by playing that because they were on opposite team. But then he calls her dirty how she plays. And then they also meet by playing online, and then with as Campus Hunk and Sticky Dough Twist, and he ends up liking her because he's all like, I like a girl who can play games like this, you know. So that's how they met. Two different, as Gushin and Yuchilin, Campus Hunk, and Sticky Dough Twist. Present, HC Gamers is not happy, as you know, they're trying to develop a game and it's been failing. Like, they fund the 9th business unit team to kind of like create their own game. So Gushin needs to come up with a proposal for like the next pitch meeting, and it's only one game that has to be approved. And if he doesn't get approved, or he doesn't come up with like one of the best ideas for them to fund and continue and push forward to his game, he has to quit. So to make things work, like, you know, they're just like, you get a create your team, I have 100%, go. And he ends up learning that the boss, or the person funding for him, was his senior in college, Jeyushi. And then so he's just kind of like, you and I, we go way back, we don't work well together, which later gets explained to us how they kind of don't work well with each other. They were roommates, and then they eventually, like, Gushin has like an idea, but the way he wants to create it, his games, is very different. And obviously Yishin wants to just like hurry up and push it out there, get funding and go for it. And so that's how they end up separating. With they both have the same mind, but each wants to make it or produce it differently. So they fall out there, and then they meet again, and now he's basically the boss of Gushin. That's that. But anyways, let's see. We learn as we go. We learn that Campus Hunt is actually Gushin as they play a game, you know, and he's been trying to figure out who Sticky Dough Twist is. He doesn't know who her true identity is, but like they meet in person, they always bicker, and she's like, she doesn't like it that, you know, they bicker in person, but like because she's trying to win him. So she goes online and she tells her online gaming, it's like, how do I win a guy? And then Gushin, who is Campus Hug, tells her how to win a guy. And then when she does it in person, he's just kind of like, what is wrong with you? Get away from me, you know? So after like receiving, you know, dating advice from him, she like tries to win him, and he just like completely ignores her. But then anyways, like Yushin go through again, get rehired as to work again with HC Games, and this shows she could get near Gushin again. But he finds out that, like, you know, he calls her like a dirty player or a snake girl. She's just like slither her way in, and so he doesn't like her. So she works really hard to try to get onto his team because she wants to help him, and she wants to develop a new game because that's kind of like her dream too. And he's like recruiting people to help him with his game. And then with graduation around the corner for both of them, they interact as work together, but like he doesn't like her. He's just kind of like whatever. And then he starts to have a feeling that she's Sticky Dough Twist, but he doesn't have full confirmation that it's her, because on like New Year's countdown, Sticky Dough Twist sends a picture to the group chat of the countdown, and he was there. And he starts looking for her, but he ends up seeing Qilin instead. And then when they were looking at like this star and moons, looking, smiling, whatever, she texted to the chat. He was at the location. He doesn't see her, but he sees Qilin instead. So he starts to like, is it her, you know? So from episode 6 to 7 right there, they're preparing for graduation. Qilin is going to confess her feelings to Gushin, and then she tells the chat that she's going to confess. Gushin is trying to find her at school before she makes the confession. Her cousin ended up using her gaming account, so he mistook a different girl for Sticky Dough Twist. So when Qingling actually confessed to him, he rejects her, and it's like the most humiliating and embarrassment for her, because he was wearing a microphone clip to do like a recording for like graduation and everything, and when during the confession he still had the clip, and he tells her, "I don't like you, I have no interest in you." The whole school segment, that area, heard it. She ran off crying in the rain. So like the next day she's playing game with the crew, and she just charges in and gets killed every time in the game. And they ask her like, "What happened? Why are you like this today?" And she's like, because they're talking, you know, they have microphone, they're talking, and she's like, "I confessed to my love today, and he turned me yesterday he turned me down and embarrassed me and it was humiliating me in front of everybody." So Guxin is happy on the other side, because he's all like, "Yeah, you know, she got rejected, it's okay, I still have my shot." And then the rest of the crew was like, "What's going on? Tell us who it is, we will go crush him." And she said, "Go to this college campus and find a guy named Guxin and crush him." And they're like, "Guxin?" So they're like, "Dude, Sticky Dough Twist is Yu Qingling." So the crew learns that that's who she is, and like she's all bummed out, and like she's like crying and everything, and he gets all bummed out because he's all like, the girl he had a crush on all along was the same one, and he rejected her all this time, and he said so many bad things to her. So now he has to try to win her, but first thing, he must tell her that he's campus hunk, and he does everything to tell her. She cuts him off, she ignores him. He finally gets to tell her, and she's just like, "Oh, you're just quoting someone," whatever. She doesn't take it serious. So in episode 8, 9, and 10, they end up becoming neighbors because they graduate, they leave campus, and it's a chance for him to win her. So he keeps making mistakes, and she's like harsh on him, but deep down like she still likes him, and she wants to like advance in her career. So she finally gets to be a part of his team, and they're creating the game called Hero's Path. The pitch finally went through, and they're now creating that, and they're creating characters. So she gets approved by Mr. Chiang, who is Chen Yishi, to be a part of Guxin's team, but she has to work her stuff first in Team 1, and then she can go help their Hero's Path game. So at first she gets treated harshly by other people because they're like, "Oh, she got connection, that's why she worked here." Which is true, you know, but Guxin does everything like secretly behind the scenes to kind of help her, cheer her on like late night works, and push her along, and like kind of guide her, give her like good words and everything so that she continues on. We meet Fang Xing, who's kind of like the leader of the project alongside with Guxin. She's extremely strict and harsh on Yu Qingling, and Guxin secretly helps her. And honestly, like, I feel like she's jealous because Qingling is a part of Project Team 1, and she gets the opportunity to kind of like help this team with their like funded own creating team game, and it's like that's kind of like a lifetime opportunity. You're giving someone an opportunity to advance and grow versus other people, they work so hard for it. But basically, Jiang's original idea is to test Qingling's ability, and then like Fang Xi makes it harder on her, but like Qingling is determined to make it all work. And whenever she gets like her critiqued so hard on her work, she's like, "I'm not gonna give up." She ends up studying, making like ultimate changes, animation to her game, and it's like one of the best, you know. Eventually they kind of like, Fang Xi kind of lets go loose a little bit, and they kind of start working well together. And so at first I thought it was going to be like a love rival between that, but end up the love rival is actually more Shu Xing, who already is like liking Qingling, and then he acts like he works on a different project with Mr. Chang, and it's like you can tell he likes Qingling, and he's really showing off that he's doing everything to win her, but she's just kind of like, "I don't see it, it flies by me." But that's that. But like around like episode 11 to 14 right there, Qingling starts to suspect that Guxin is campus hunk. She gets sick, and she ends up telling campus hunk that she's sick. Guxin ends up buying her medicine instead. So she's like, and she tries to confirm, but during that time his friend was using his account, so she didn't suspect that it was him when she like made the call to Guxin. Guxin didn't sound like he was playing game. And then she tries to confirm again because she sees that he plays game, but he ended up using Jen Junin's account called a dream of 900 million boys. And then she's all like, okay, it's not him, you know. So she starts like doing like things she says to campus hunk, like Gushin is kind of doing it, kind of not, you know. So eventually she ends up going drinking with her friends, co-worker for a party, and Gushin comes to rescue her. Then she finally learns that he's campus hunk, because she's all like, how did you know I was there and I was drunk? It's because you were campus hunk, huh? That's how you know. So she's extremely upset at him, which she shouldn't be, and he told her like, I told you who I was and you completely ignored it. So she's upset, and then like he does everything to make it up to them. They go on their university reunion, and he ends up trying to he protects her, does everything showing that he likes her. At work he does everything to please her. She wants to forgive him, but she plays really hard to get, until he starts talking to like other girl and she gets jealous. But like he knows it and he does it on purpose, and he gets a lot of help from his friend Jen Junan and Chen Xingyi to kind of like help them be together. Like when they went on a trip, they had to go on a trip to Beijing. She bought her ticket to be with him in business class, and then it's like and then she goes through like having a stalker chase him, and then that's when like it really showed like he cared for her, he took care of everything, and she kind of just starts to let go of everything. Her childhood friend comes back into her life multiple times, and then he helps because she has no interest in him. Gushin helps like being her fake boyfriend and always pushing Shuqin to the side, and just kind of like showing that he truly actually likes her and he's there for her. And like even he met her mom, and her mom like truly like hella likes him and everything, and she's just like, oh, like she's annoyed that he's trying to do everything to like make it up to her. But then it's like the truth is he apologized, and he was honest with her because he made a mistake, but then she just like let her emotion and anger take the best out of her, so she kind of didn't see any of that. But that's how far I got into, and I don't know how it's gonna turn out, honestly. In my opinion, going from here on, I'm guessing like, you know, the game's gonna turn out well. They're gonna finally get to be together, and looks like from like, you know, if you watch like the beginning intro and the ending clips and stuff like that, it does show where she does end up like having like Shuqin does end up getting in between the two of them. But then obviously he's gonna do everything, he wins, because they're always bickering back and forth. But like, you know, he's patient with her, he likes her, he wants to be with her, so he's gonna fight to be with her. So, and looks from it, they're gonna go through with their game, and everything's gonna turn out well, and they're gonna be together, you know. So we do know it's gonna be a happy ending. They're gonna get each other, but as of right now, it's just trying to win her. So we haven't got any of the lovey-dovey stuff, but I have a feeling the next like couple episodes we're gonna get it. And it's like, it feels like it's gonna rush, but then because we're almost already at the end, I mean, I'm on episode 14 already, and then we have 10 more before it's done. So I feel like it's gonna be a rush, but we're getting straight to the point of everything, and there's not much drama, and it's a cute lovey-dovey drama, and it's just, you just get a little bit of like, you know, lovey-dovey just to enjoy it, you know. So that's that. But that's the recap of Everyone Loves Me. Check it out if you guys have not. I do really highly recommend it. I really like it, I really enjoy it, and I watch an episode every day whenever it comes out. I don't care. And then there's certain things I missed or I don't catch, I actually go back and watch it. So I really do like it. But check it out if you guys have not. But that's it for today's drama review, and I will see you guys next time.